says, if you have a guest suggestion, you should send it to pawsprotv@aol.com.
Thank you. All right. I know a lot of people around here are waiting on this. Let me introduce this guy first. It's Keith Harpster.
Harpster, yes.
Yeah, and you're with Abstractions Restaurant, sushi bar and restaurant down in Rehoboth, Delaware.
Yep.
The great time of year, because the season's over with, Kevin, as you know.
Yeah, so you can finally get a seat. All the tourists are.
Well, Keith was telling me, this is the time of year that you got the outlet shops down there, and a lot of people are going down,
Christmas time.
Outlets, they never stop. Well, while you're down there, if you want a great place to stop and have dinner, definitely check out Abstractions once again, because you guys are known for the sushi.
Yes.
Yeah, and won multiple Best of Delaware awards and everything else for sushi. Are you a full-time sushi chef?
Yes, that's all I do.
That's
cut
all
fish
you
and roll sushi.
Yeah, no, you said today that you would not eat salmon any other way now.
Nope, I'll never eat it cooked again.
Yeah. What do you got for us today? Because I'm not real familiar with sushi. I mean, I am as far as when it comes to baiting my hook and stuff, but outside of that, But what's the good?
Well, there's three different types of sushi. There's maki sushi, which has the seaweed paper and the rice. There's nigiri sushi, which is just the rice over the fish. And then there's sashimi sushi, which is just the raw fish.
Just the raw fish. What do you like the most?
Most extreme people. I like just the raw fish myself. I'm not too fond of the seaweed paper. It's a little chewy.
Right.
It's a taste you have to love.
Acquire.
Yeah.
and then of course rice is a big part of it.
Yeah, the rice.
Now what are you going to do for us today?
I'm going to do one of each. I was going to make a maki roll, which you start with a little water on the hands. It's very important. You can't have them too wet because the rice will go everywhere, and if you don't have them wet enough, the rice will be everywhere.
Yeah. So
start with a little ball, and go across. Spread it out evenly. I learned this from a Japanese man.
I was going to say, where do because this is an art. I've come to find out that just not anybody can do sushi and do it right.
Yeah, I tried it at the Bond House. I made a mess of it all.
Yeah.
Then you take your bamboo mat, and I'm just going to make a spicy tuna roll today, which I'll take some spicy mayonnaise.
Now, when you say a little hotness to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has some Japanese.
Kevin always likes that.
Japanese 7 spice, which is spicy. A little cucumber, and I'll cut some tuna here. And that'll go inside. And it looks very simple, believe it or not.
It does. I know it's not easy to do.
And then you fold that.
That's an art in itself.
In itself, it's like rolling a fine cigar.
Yeah, you know how to do it, don't you?
Hell no.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. And then that's ready to go.
That's ready to go. I like to let it rest in here. If you were to take it right out and cut it, a lot of the rolls will fall apart.
Okay, so while that's resting, let's talk about now the next one you're going to do is
nigiri sushi. Is just rice and fish, which you take a little ball and they just roll them. It's a little quick technique I learned, again, from the Japanese chef I worked with.
Yeah, because I was going to say, how many years have you been doing sushi now?
About 5.5
Yeah, because it's been around not that long. It's still but a lot of people, I tell you, once they start eating sushi, they rave and don't want to eat anything else.
Yeah, I know. They get hooked on it. And sushi is, a lot of chefs say never cut towards you. Sushi chefs, they all cut towards you. You have to be
very careful.
Very careful. And you have to stop this little edge from forming if you can, because if you just keep doing this, you'll lose a lot of fish. Then this is the nigiri, which goes on top of the rice. And I'll set this over here. Let me get this plate going here. I'll set that. Now I can cut the roll.
Now this would be, somebody would come down and get this as a meal with maybe a lot of different styles?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have about 25 different rolls to choose from. A bunch of fish, 3 or 4 different kinds of fish for sushi and
now,
sashimi.
for people like me, that where I go down with somebody that likes sushi, I guess other things on the menu other than sushi at the restaurant. You know.
We have wonderful crab cakes, fillets. We have a local meat company that we get all our meats from, and they are absolutely amazing. I haven't not had anything better.
Well, you said the magic word for me. I'm a meat,
I had one last night.
Filet.
I'm telling you, it's something.
Now this is more tuna then?
Yep, this is just the sashimi then. This is for the hardcore sushi eaters. This is a little shredded beet. That's a yellow beet that I do on a mandolin. And then we have these are called shiso leaves, a Japanese decoration.
Are they edible or?
You can eat them, yes. Everything on the plate has to be edible.
So Frank comes up here, he knows he can eat everything.
Yeah. A little tuna, and then you finish it with some wasabi.
Now, would this be a meal for somebody?
That could be a meal, yes. That could be an appetizer for some.
I was going to say more of an appetizer looking at it, but it, you know, because I find, I guess, is sushi more of an appetizer, or do people sit and eat a whole meal of it?
I've seen a guy eat 10 rolls, 10 of those rolls in one setting, which is a lot.
So you can, either which way you want to go with it then, as an appetizer or a full meal.
Yep.
The presentation is just great, the colors on it. So that's ready to go.
That could be ready to go and sent out.
Yeah, but let's talk about it, because there's more information. You can go to Abstraction
Sushi.
SUSHI.com,
yes.
and a lot of information there. You're located right down there, as I said, this time of year, down by the...
We're 2nd Street and Rehoboth Avenue.
Yeah, and...
right on the corner.
You can always find you in there cutting the sushi then.
I am
Open up at 5 o'clock, great dinner, menu's fantastic. Definitely want to check it out. Want to thank you so much. I know these guys, mouth of water, and everybody in here has been saying sushi. Other than me, I'm saying bait.
I'll make a couple more.
Yeah. But it's fantastic. We thank you so much, Keith, for coming down. But definitely check it out, Abstractions down in Rehoboth Beach. And big hand for Keith. Stay with us. Be right back. Give you some music while you're eating this sushi. Big hand for Keith.
Thank you.